morning, students. Today we'll continue chapter 6, life processes, and we'll study heterotrophic nutrition. Hetero means different, trophs means organisms. Those organisms depend on different sources of food for their nutritional requirements are called as heterotrophs. And the mode of nutrition in which organisms obtain their food from different sources or different organisms is called as heterotrophic nutrition. Why they obtain their food from other organisms? Because they cannot synthesize their own food because of lack of chloroplast. Types of heterotrophic nutrition. First is herbivorous. Herb means plants. Those animals take food directly from plants are called herbivores. For example, cows, buffalo, goat, etc. Second is carnivores. Carnivores are those animals eat flesh of other organisms. For example, lion, tiger, leopard, etc. Then coming to third, omnivores. Omnivores are those animals which depend on plants as well as animals for their nutrition. Omni means both. So they eat both plants as well as flesh of other animals. Dog, bear, crow, etc. Even many human beings also eat both. Next is parasites. Para means other, site means place. Those organisms live on or inside the body of other organisms are called as parasites. They are of two types, endoparasite and exoparasite. Endo means in. Those live inside the body of other organisms are called as endoparasite. For example, bacteria E. coli, Ascaris, etc. They live in human body. Then exoparasite. Exo means out. Those live on the body of other organisms are called as exoparasite. Example, ticks. Ticks live on the body of cattle, lice in hair of human beings, and leech depend on blood of other organism. Fifth is saprophytes. Sapro means dead. Those organisms depend on dead and decaying organic matter for their nutrition are called as saprophytes. For example, bacteria and fungi. They both break down dead and decaying plants and animals. So they are also called as decomposers because they decompose the body of dead and decaying animals and plants. All these animals show holozoic nutrition. What is meant by holozoic? Holo means as whole. Zoic means animals. So those animals ingest the food as a whole and digest the food completely, called as holozoic animals. This process of nutrition is completed in 4 steps. Means all holozoic animals follow these 4 steps under nutrition. First is ingestion. Ingestion, taking the food in the body, is called ingestion. Then this ingested food undergoes digestion. Digestion is breaking down of complex food into simple. And this simple food is absorbed by the body. After absorption, transported to different parts of the body, and then it is utilized in oxidation to release energy. And energy is utilized for repair of tissues, growth, and maintaining other life processes. Non-digestible or waste is released out of the body. The process of releasing waste out of the body is called as egestion. All the animals are holozoic. Then we'll take the example of smallest animal to understand holozoic mode of nutrition. That is amoeba. Amoeba is unicellular organism and it has irregular body shape. When any food particle comes near this animal, it develops false foot around the food to capture the food. These false foot are called as pseudopodia. And slowly, pseudopodia encircle the food completely, and the membrane of both the pseudopodia fuses and turn into vacuole. This vacuole is called as food vacuole. Digestive juices are released into this food vacuole and it is digested. Then digested food diffuses into cytoplasm and it spread throughout the cell where it is oxidized to obtain energy. After diffusion of digested food, this food vacuole shrinks as it has waste only. This vacuole containing waste move to the margin of the cell, that is near cell membrane, and burst out, releasing the waste out in the surrounding. In this way, amoeba complete its nutrition process. If we observe the steps of holozoic mode of nutrition, amoeba also show all the 4 steps. First, taking the food in is ingestion, then digestion, absorption, assimilation and egestion. It means it is holozoic animal. In amoeba, this process is completed in mainly 2 steps. First step, taking the food in by the cell. This process is called as endocytosis. All these 3 pictures show endocytosis. After digestion of food, waste is released out. Releasing the waste out of the body is called as exocytosis. Both the processes, endocytosis and exocytosis, together is known as phagocytosis. So nutrition in amoeba is called as phagocytosis. Now what is the meaning of phagocytosis? Phago means eating, cytosis by the cell. Eating by the cell is called as phagocytosis. When amoeba eat solid food, then it is called as phagocytosis. If amoeba eat liquid droplet, then it is called as pinocytosis. Pino means drinking, cytosis by the cell. So when amoeba drink, the process is called as pinocytosis. That's all about nutrition in amoeba.